Okay, Sagittarius, this is your March monthly forecast. Okay, so already we have the Eight of Swords crossed with the Page of Pentacles. So you have very, I would say you're in your head and really constricting yourselves around the idea of money, around the idea of how to make money, and around an idea. Like, you have everything you need to thrive, but you have these ideas about how to make money, your relationship with money. It's very restricting, and it's something that you're binding yourself to. But as the Eight of Swords tells us, is you are almost doing this to yourself instead of seeing the opportunities you can have. And I would link this to a culture. For instance, if you were raised in a depressed economic community, like a Rust Belt city, Flint, Michigan, Detroit, Northwest Indiana, I can, communities in Ohio, any sort of community that has been, neglected and thrown, forgotten about our society. You grow up with a very horrible attitude about money. And you know what? It's when people who are middle class like say, "What are you talking about?" Like, they're gaslighting you in a way, because you have every reason to have a conflicting relationship with money. And but what this is saying is you have an opportunity that you're just not seeing. And now this could be starting something online. This could be, like I said, go to there's this things called Score. I would do, they're like local free things that you can do. Look online for ways to make money. Look for job growth. Look for free programs. Just whatever it'll take to get you to shed these beliefs about money and employment. Because in your past, what we have is this Six of Wands right here in reverse. And this says that you feel very, like, for instance, it's paired with the Emperor, which tells me conforming, masculine, patriarchal, capitalist systems have failed you in your pursuit of prosperity and career. That maybe working within an organization with very organized and a lot of hierarchy, a lot of rules, has not worked for you. And this is kind of what I'm seeing right here with the Six of Swords in reverse with the Emperor paired together, as it's tied to these two cards. That's in the past. That is very much an influenza situation. But however, you get the King of Pentacles paired with, this is so crazy, paired with the, the Six of Pentacles. King of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles. So right here you have the King of Pentacles, which says you are somebody who's manifesting your dreams into money. Like, you are manifesting ideas into money and you're good with it. You are balanced. Here we have balanced money. You're balancing your money. You already, right here you're crossed with the Page of Pentacles. And here, right here you are balanced. Now with the Six of Wands in reverse, and this is fascinating, as I always look for patterns in when I read. So right here, this is flipped. So it's almost saying you need to be your own boss. You need to figure out how to make your own money so that you can be the King of Pentacles and have balanced finances. Like, flip this story on its head. Flip this on its head by becoming the King of Pentacles, meaning you take the reins. You figure out how to save money, make money. And Saggies are really good at this. Saggies are really good at expanding their ideas, expanding what they know. They're fast learners. They're mutable. So this is something you can do. This is not something that you can't do. You can figure out how to make money, Saggy. Like, I know this. And you're going to have an idea, because then you got the Ace of Cups. You get the Ace of Cups. So here's your idea. Here is your idea. Right here. You have an idea. You know you can do it. But it's almost as if you don't think you can. Like, you're going back to this negative self-belief here. Like, you don't believe you can do it. You don't believe you're almost like wishing that this worked out, because it's what you're supposed to do. It's a part of the narrative. Everything you went through in your life, it's supposed to be this way. And it bothers you that it's not. It's really bothering you, because then you get the 5 of Cups in reverse, which is still, it's still kind of like, well, I'm going to pout about this. I'm going to let this bother me. I'm going to restrict. It's very correlated to this idea where you're holding on to an idea. You're being handed this Ace of Cups, like, new beginning, new idea, go with it, change lanes. Don't hold on to these new. And this is what is so crazy about, the world we live in, 2023, is it has changed so much over time. I'm pretty sure whatever technology and ideas you came up on, they're all obliterated. Like, it's being obliterated. So when you see the next card I'm going to pull, I don't want you to get upset. I'm preparing you, because it's an ending. It's the 10 of Swords. It's an ending. This is your last battle. This is your last battle. But I'm going to pull a clarifier, because when I get, the 10 of Swords, I know that people get really upset and downtrodden. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, look, there's a theme going on in your read. The system has failed you, Sagittarius, okay? Like, it didn't give you the prosperity you wanted. You kind of had this patriarchal system not work for you, okay? And that is fine, okay? If it worked for everybody, we wouldn't have innovation. We wouldn't have the stories we have, okay? We wouldn't have movements, social, civil rights movements. We wouldn't have people saying, hey, this isn't working. You know what I'm saying? Like, we, the millennials, the Gen Zers, the Gen Xers, like, if you are here, if you are retired, if you're done, if you know something's wrong in the system, you're here to change it. Okay? This is like a card of gaslighting. This is a card of gaslighting too. It's almost like you have been traumatized by corporate. You have I call it corporate trauma. You have corporate trauma that you think there's something wrong with you when you were in an abusive workplace that was constantly telling you you're not enough or you're the problem. So, but you are done with that. Do you understand? Like, it's almost like, those slasher movies, Freddy and Jason. It's like, this is your last battle. Okay. 10 of Swords here. This is your last battle. You're done, because you're ready to be the King of Pentacles here. You're ready to have a balanced life and finances. You're ready. Okay, so can you clarify the 10 of Swords? I'm using Oracle cards. Okay, interesting. It says partnership. So right here we have to get out of this mindset, a partnership. Okay, so can you clarify the 8 of Swords for me, for Saggy? Can you clarify the 8 of Swords for me, for Saggy? Interesting. Cleaning house, release emotional baggage. So it's almost like, to get to the King of Pentacles, to get to this, you got to clear this out. You got to get rid of this self-torture, because this is what this is. This 10 of Swords is not something that's being done to you. It's how you're reacting to it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of cards I've done for March have had turmoil in them, and a lot of things that are beyond their control. It's because we are literally going into a huge planetary shift. Saturn is changing. I think it's Pluto is changing. It's big changes happening, and I'm sure you've heard about it. So everyone has had this like, oh my God, and it's going to be scary, but we have done this. We have been through this. Okay. It's scary because we don't expect it, and everybody wants to do something right. Okay, once again, pride, leadership, King of Pentacles. That's you. Okay, that is you, Saggy. Okay, let's ask for movement. Okay, and that's what Saggies are. Anytime they're faced with a problem, what do? They move. They move. And that's not bad for Saggies. They move, whether it's they physically move or you move your thoughts. And that is a part of what you gotta do. Okay, so I got one more. Knowledge, healing. Because I wanted to clarify this Nine of Swords here. You need to heal through leadership. You need to heal through leadership and knowledge. So move towards knowledge. Move towards finding a way to make money on your own time. Self-employment is what I'm thinking. Whether that's doing gig work, whether that is doing something that you don't have to be micromanaged, or just get your money and get out. Like, don't speak up in meetings. Just be like, okay, go limp. It's always my advice, people. Just all they want you to do is show up and sit there like a body. Don't give it your all. Don't give it your best, because they're not going to appreciate it, and it's going to just mess with your head. It's not worth the investment. Okay. But towards the future, you're going to be looking at making money on your own. You're just done with the old ways. They've caused you enough emotional turmoil, and you're done. You're like, look, peace out. And that's not bad. It's something that needs to happen. You need to say peace out to this. Also, I mean, the King of Pentacles could be a man you meet, who knows? Or, a woman. It's not gender specific, but I'm just saying. Okay, so I'm going to pull Angel card because... Okay. What does Saggy need to focus on for March? What does Saggy need to focus on for March? Ooh. Law of attraction. Okay, so every thought is an investment that pays dividends. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align with them. Peace, love, harmony. However, hear me out with the law of attraction, because when people are really depressed, feeling a lot of turmoil, I feel like when you say your thoughts become things, like it can, but also when you're depressed, you're depressed. When you're depressed, you need to be depressed. Like, if you feel bad, I feel like sometimes the law of attraction is a way to like control people's minds so they only think positive thoughts. And to me, it's not true. Like, I think you do need to vocalize how you feel in a journal, but you also need to vocalize, like, I feel scared about this. I am tormented about this, but I don't want it. I reject this. I reject this. So hear me out. On the 7th, we gotta, getting out my calendar, because this is some good advice for my Saggies. On the 7th, you need to do a burn list for your law of attraction, okay? The 7th is a burn list. You're going to write down 7th of March, okay? Because we're getting a new moon. New moon, I think it's in Aries. No, it's a half moon. But anyway, you need to do your burn list before on the 21st you have the new moon, okay? So on the 7th you do your burn list. You're going to say, I release this from my life. Say, I release, you know, trying to make myself blend into the old way of doing things. I release this corporate trauma. I release these negative thoughts. You know, and these negative thoughts are tied to this value system. This is tied to this. Take your power back. Put your boundaries up, okay? And then you're going to burn that list. Okay, you're going to burn that list. And on the 21st is it's the new moon in Aries, which is, Aries is like, boom, I'm going to do this. And it's at 0 degrees, which, by the way, is the beginning of it. It's the beginning of the zodiac. So you're going to put your intentions, and you're going to keep this list with you. Hide it. Don't tell anybody. And that is what you need to do for March. So all this stuff happening to you, this turmoil, is a way to get it come up. So you write it and be rid of it. We clean house, okay? Emotional baggage. We're going to get rid of it this month, okay? So, Saggy, I hope you found this reading helpful. And let me know in the comments how this resonated with you, if it did. And I'm sending you lots of light and love, lots of success. And this, remember, was for all Sag suns, moons, rising, Venus. And I'm sending you lots of love this March, because we got a lot of changes happening. A lot of changes happening. Okay, Sag.